Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy winning Wednesday. Listen, I hope you all have had a wonderful day. My day has been great. I've gotten a lot of things done, had a great physical therapy session today. And for the next couple of weeks, we are really going to be working on strengthening my hip flexors on the left side because it's kind of weak and it's affecting my balance. And so we're going to be working on that. I'm not going to say it felt good today, but hey, it had to be done. And so we did it. So let's jump into today's topic. Right now, it is 81 degrees. It's 5:30 in the evening. So today has been a great day. Today has been a great day. Let's jump into today's topic, which is how to discover your zest for life. I love that word, zest. Zest, zeal, passion, it's all the same thing. But we're going to go with the word zest today. So keep in mind that finding your passions isn't a one-time process that happens in a single day. Your passions may change throughout your whole life, and that's okay. See, people think that they can find their passion in one day. No, it takes time. Anybody that truly knows what their passion is, I promise you, it took them some time to figure out what that thing or those things are. So don't feel like you have to figure it all out in one day or you're going to lose your mind. No, you're not. A lot of times it takes some people half of their life to figure out what their passion is. And as I said, it's not something that you will necessarily be glued to for the rest of your life. Your passions are going to change. Where I'm right now with my whole motivation, that's not something I was thinking about 10, 15 years ago. But it's something I'm very passionate about now because I think we all need to have some motivation in our lives. So find what works for you and then run with it. So I have 10 things that I'm going to share with you and then I'll bid you good day. Number 1, create a personal vision statement. So this includes what you want to accomplish in your life, both personally and professionally. Your statement will guide you whenever important decisions need to be made. You need that statement because whenever you need to make an important decision, you can go back and look at your statement and say, okay, this is what I wrote down. So, this came up. Okay, so this is what I need to do. That's what you need to help you stay on track, because if you don't have something to guide you and keep you on track, you have a habit of, instead of going straight, you're going to start veering off this way or veering off that way. And before you know it, you're not getting anything done because you're all over the place. Number 2, uncover your values. These are the things you regard as important for underlying the way you work and live. I don't know what your values are. Only you know what that is for you. So make sure you are writing down what your values are. Number 3, find your true north. I love this. This is described as discovering who you really are. Your authentic or whole self. Your true north is where your values, beliefs, and sense of purpose meet. This is powerful, y'all. I love this. Find your true north. Who you really are. See, sometimes we go through life, and we all know somebody, or you've known someone that goes through life, and they pretend to be something or someone that they really aren't. They're doing that because they want to fit in. They don't want to seem like the oddball. It's all right if people think you're an oddball. So what? Be who you are authentically. Be you. Stop trying to be somebody else, because I can't be anybody but Michelle. That's all I can be. I don't want to be like anybody else. I truly don't. Because I've said this before. Be careful when you say you want to be like somebody else, because things may look good on the surface, but you don't know what's brewing underneath of the surface of things that they're having to deal with behind closed doors. You have no idea. So stop trying to be like other people and be like yourself. Number 4, make a list of things you love to do. So it is important to know yourself before attempting to know anything or anyone else. See, self-awareness is an important step in your journey to discovering your passions. So you guys, this is so important. And everything I'm sharing will be in the description box. You must make a list of the things that you love to do. Not the things that you want to do because somebody else loves to do them. Not the things that you want to do because your spouse or your significant other loves it. I'm talking about things that you truly love to do. Because again, knowing what it is, becoming self-aware. And isn't it interesting, you guys, that there are some people who know more about what's going on in somebody else's life than what's going on in their own life? That's a problem. That is a problem. I need to know me better than I know somebody else, because it's important. Knowing self-awareness is an important step in your journey to discovering your passions. If you don't know what it is that you like, then how can you figure out what your passion or your zest really is? Number 5, assess the things that you don't love. You heard what I said. Assess the things that you don't love. Realizing what you don't love will give you a better understanding of the things that make you who you are. See, I think oftentimes we focus more on the things that we love. We focus more on the things that make us smile, that make us happy, and all that other great things. But we don't stop and think. And I'm not saying dwell on it too long, but I'm just saying you need to know what are the things in your life that you don't love. Okay? Write those things down in your journal. Because knowing the things that you don't love, like I said, will make you who you are. Number 6, acknowledge your strengths and achievements. To discover your authentic self, it is important to acknowledge your strengths and your achievements. So again, don't sit back, and I think I talked about this recently. Don't sit back waiting for other people to pat you on the back and acknowledge you for the great things that you've done or that you've accomplished. Don't know. Acknowledge yourself. Pat yourself on the back and say, you know what, Michelle, way to go. That was great that you did ABCXYZ. And if somebody else comes along and thanks you, hey, that's all the better. But make sure you are acknowledging your goals and your achievements first before you sit back and wait for anybody else to do it. Because guess what? Other people may be so caught up in what they're doing that they don't have time to acknowledge what you're doing or what you've done. And now you sitting back all mad with your arms folded and your lips stuck out because nobody's acknowledging you. Well, maybe they didn't even notice because they're so busy doing their stuff. Acknowledge yourself. Acknowledge your strengths. Don't sit back waiting for other people to do it. Number 7, practice journaling. Journaling helps us track our progress and personal growth. We can pinpoint what we are passionate about without any judgment or limiting beliefs from others. You guys, there's a reason why I talk about journaling so much. Number 1, I feel like if you can't talk to anybody else, you can write in your journal. And the only person who's going to know what you wrote in there is you and God. Excuse me. Oh, God, excuse me. And so writing in your journal allows you to really open up and speak from your heart and say things that you probably would never actually say to another person. Maybe because they're too personal. Maybe because they're too forward. I don't know. And it doesn't even really matter. But writing in your journal, like I said, it helps you to really lay out everything that you're dealing with, everything that you may come in contact with, everything that you've dealt with. And nobody's going to judge you for it because they're your words in your journal. And the only person that's reading that journal is you. Okay? That's why I stress writing in your journal so much. Because there is no judgment there. You know, unfortunately, we live in a world where people love to judge others. And truth be told, none of us have room to judge anybody. But people like to do it anyway. I'm not judging. I don't judge you. If, you know, whatever it is that you like to do or want to do, that's your business. All I'm here to do is encourage you to do it. As long as it's not going to hurt somebody else. Otherwise, I'm not here to judge. But some people, their only outlet is writing in their journal. So if you haven't gotten your journal yet, y'all go get you one. You can go to Five Below. You can probably go to the Dollar Tree and get you a journal. All you need is a nice journal that you can decorate and write your thoughts and ideas in. Number 8, embrace a mindfulness practice. Doing this helps us tune in more closely to our inner guide. Mindfulness means embracing life in the moment, but it also means embracing wellness and being aware of everything you feel and experience, all without judgment, overthinking, or interpretation. Y'all, that's powerful. I love that. Embrace a mindfulness practice which forces you to live in the now. Too often we are living in the past. Have you ever talked to somebody and everything that they talk about is stuff that happened in the past? You very rarely hear them talking about things that are happening right now because they're so stuck in the past. Well, that's not where we want to live. We want to live right here in the moment. So again, embrace a mindfulness practice. Number 9, seek guidance from a coach. So when looking to find your passion, a coach can be very valuable to you. And so, as you know, there are all types of coaches out here. You have marriage coaches, you have relationship coaches, you have life coaches, you have business coaches, you have employment coaches, you have all different types of coaches. So if you need some help with trying to figure out what your zest is, your passion is, your zeal, whatever it is you want to call it, you might need to get a coach to help you with that process. As you all know, I am a certified life coach, so please feel free to reach out to me. If you click on my Linktree link in the description box, you'll figure out where you can find me. I have my calendar there. You can get on my calendar. We can talk. And I'll be more than happy to help guide you to figure out what is it that you're truly passionate about. Because here's something that I hear people say a lot. Well, Michelle, I don't know because I'm passionate about so many things. Well, yeah, you might be, but you got to kind of narrow it down. Because if not, you're just going to be all over the place. And so this is where having a coach can definitely come in handy for you. So think about that, okay? And number 10, surround yourself with people who have similar passions. So when you know what makes you feel inspired, confident, and secure, finding those qualities in another person will mean you've discovered someone with similar passions to your own. I know we say opposites attract, but sometimes it's so important to have somebody in your corner who has similar passions as you do. Because if you are not careful and you hang around the wrong people, where you are headed down this straight path, they're going to have you veering off over here into whatever it is that they're doing, or over there into whatever somebody else is doing. You need somebody that can help you stay the course no matter what. You need that person that's in your ear that says, okay, you know what? We've been working at this for a while. We're not seeing any results, but we're not giving up either. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's write out things that we've already done and check off whether they worked or not. The things that didn't work, go back and say, hey, let's see how we can make them work. Or if you can't, scratch them off the list altogether and come up with something else. The things that did work, see how you can take those to the next level and keep taking them to the next level, and so forth and so on. But it's so important that you have someone in your corner that has your back. Like I said, you can, if you're a strong person and you're not easily persuaded, then you can find somebody that has your back, that has interest. They're just not quite the interest that you have. But I would suggest, to be honest with you, that you find someone that's headed down the same path that you're headed down. Here's why I say that, because if you are looking to become a full-time entrepreneur and you meet someone who's looking to get back in the workforce, y'all can kind of bump heads. You know what I mean? Because you're on two different paths. You want to work for yourself. They want to work for somebody else. And so your interests are not even the same. And so it's going to be kind of hard for you to motivate them and them to motivate you when you're not even looking for the same thing. So just be careful about that. I'm not saying cutting anybody off, but I'm just saying be careful about that. So you guys, that's it. That's my topic for today, how to discover your zest for life. Hopefully something that I shared with you resonates with you and helps you as you start to figure out what your passions and your zest is at the moment, because maybe you don't know. Well, guess what? Now it's time for you to know. I gave you 10 things to think about. They were: number 1, create a personal vision statement. Number 2, uncover your values. Number 3, find your true north. Number 4, make a list of things you love to do. Number 5, assess the things that you don't love. Number 6, acknowledge your strengths and achievements. Number 7, practice journaling. Number 8, embrace a mindfulness practice. And number 9, seek guidance from a coach. And number 10, surround yourself with people who have similar passions as you do. Okay? Hopefully, something that I shared with you today will help you to figure out what your zest for life is at the moment. And remember what I said, it can change. And that's okay. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I'm a failure, I didn't stick with it. No, it can change. It's all right. It does happen from time to time, okay? Now, you might be one of those people that finds your zest and you stick with it, and that's it. That's you for the rest of your life, and that's great. But if it's not, you don't have to feel bad about it, okay? So having said that, you guys, I'm going to get on out of here because I have something I need to do before it gets too late. And I just want you all to know that if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I do car conversations every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday. I'm not going to say Saturday mornings anymore because sometimes it's not in the mornings. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I love you when I don't get a chance. I miss you. I do love you, but I miss you when I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your winning Wednesday on a high note. Do something great. Like I said, the weather is nice. Maybe go sit out on a terrace and have dinner or something. Hang out with some friends. Just do so responsibly, and please be careful. You know, I've been telling you this for a while now. If you go someplace and you meet somebody, don't you leave with that person if you didn't go there with them. You leave the way you came, okay? Leave the way you came, because it's all about your safety. That is my true concern. I want you to have fun, but I want you to be safe doing it, okay? Listen, go out there. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I love you all to the moon and back. You know the drill. You know the spiel. There's nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can ever do about it, because I'm always going to love you guys. I'm always going to love you. I'm always going to be rooting for you, pushing for you, motivating you, encouraging you, picking you up when you fall down, praying for you, all of that great stuff, because that's what I do. I found my zest in life. I want you to find yours. Until our next car conversation on Friday, take care.